Most of you have problems with the card swipe task. Sometimes it's too fast, or sometimes it's too slow. So here's a solution. Take the card and quickly swipe it left and right 3 to 4 times. That's it. The admin map is one of the best features of the game. Here's an example. You can see one player in the electrical. Now there's 2. The blink suggests that a player has been finished. Now the body gets reported instantly. So you can clearly say that it was a self-report. Here's a side-by-side visual of what happened. Here's a small detail which you can notice. The tasks in medbay are towards the right side, so if someone walks out after doing the task, they'll face towards their left. Whereas the vents inside the medbay are towards the left side, so if an imposter walks out of a vent, he'll face towards the right. Do not instantly call for a meeting, just keep an eye on the suspect. As soon as a game starts, if you see someone doing this upload task inside the admin room, they're 100% faking the task. This is because, firstly, the file needs to be downloaded. Only then can it be uploaded. There are 5 different download locations on the map, which are the cafeteria, weapons, navigation, communication, and electrical. Whereas there is only one upload location, which is inside the admin room. If you're an imposter and you see that the taskbar is about to get full, call for a comm sabotage. By doing this, the crewmates won't be able to see their tasks until they fix it. The tasks won't be visible on the map, too. By sabotaging the comms, the cameras, as well as the admin map, also become unusable. Most of you find it difficult to fix this. Here's a quick and simple solution. Just rotate the knob slowly towards the left and right. Pay attention to this light. Wherever the light goes off, that's the point. So adjust the knob exactly where the light went off. Here's an example in real time. Here's a 200 IQ trick. Suppose you and your imposter partner finish 2 crewmates together. One of you quickly go and call for an emergency meeting. By doing this, the bodies get disappeared and the crewmates will never know where they actually finished. Now simply say that you suspect someone, but you're not sure. Eventually they'll skip and you'll remain safe. If someone sees you come out of a vent, they'll straight away run to call a meeting. Use the vent to go faster and stay ready to finish them before they call for a meeting. Here's one more situation. You can also close the gate of the room to trap them inside and finish them. Suppose you're walking alongside someone and they suddenly stop. Now, if a sabotage occurs, it's most likely done by them. So whenever you're an imposter, never stay idle while sabotaging. Always keep sprinting while you sabotage. Here's a good way to catch the imposter by looking at the vents from a different room. So here's a vent. Now look carefully. As you can see, the vent opened. So we'll quickly go towards the room and check who it was. Now quickly call for a meeting. Here's one more example. If you're in the security room and see a vent open in the med bay, instantly open the cameras to see who goes out of the med bay. Now you know who the imposter is. This model inside the reactor is a dummy model. This task is just for show and can't actually be done. So if you see someone faking this, they're 100% the imposter. If you're an imposter, never pretend to fake a task for a long time without knowing it. For example, this task. It hardly takes 2 to 3 seconds to complete it. So if you stand there for too long, they can easily predict that you're the imposter. The best tasks to fake as an imposter are the download task, the refueling task, and the wire fixing task. All of these are two-step tasks, so you don't need to worry about the taskbar. If someone sabotages and turns off the light, you can still go to the security room and watch the cameras to see everything clearly with full lights. Whenever you're doing a visual task, wait until someone comes near you. If they see you doing a visual task, they'll be sure that you're not an imposter and they can vouch for you during the meetings. Here's a fun trick. If you finish someone, you can quickly stand in front of his body and align yourself so that anyone walking around won't know about it. While you're doing the empty garbage task, be quick and pull the handle before the leaves touch the surface of the machine. In this way, you can complete this task much faster. Here's a comparison. Similarly, we do it here too. Here's one of the best ways to do a card swipe. Take the card, slowly swipe it until here, and then quickly swipe it till the end. Done. Let's try that again. It works! The Start Reactor task is one of the longest and most confusing tasks in the game. So suppose you're doing this task and you can't exactly memorize all the squares at once. Just close the task. Now reopen it to continue from the same step where you left it. This task in Shields can be done standing near the railing. It's safe to do the task here as compared to this spot because it's kind of a corner. Also, if an imposter finishes you here, there is a chance that the other crewmates won't notice the body. The Align Engine task is a two-step task. Firstly, you need to align the upper engine and then the lower engine to complete it. Here's a trick to do it in a single step. Hold the knob and bring it towards the center. As soon as it's in the center, tap on the knob once. That's it. Suppose you're playing a match with a single imposter, and you're standing next to one of the players near the cams. If a sabotage occurs, you can clearly say that this player is not an imposter. Because when you come close to the security cameras, the security button replaces the sabotage button. Hence, it becomes impossible to sabotage standing close to the cams. Similarly, if a sabotage occurs while someone is standing on a vent, you can confirm that he is a crewmate since the vent button replaces the sabotage in this case. Take use of sabotage efficiently. Whenever you finish someone on the right, call a sabotage towards the left instantly. Players around you would run towards the left side in order to fix the sabotage. Similarly, if you finish someone on the left, call for a sabotage towards the right. Most of you try to complete this steer navigation task by dragging the lines towards the center, but the fastest way to do this is by simply tapping on the center. The lines automatically get aligned. Here are two strategies to act innocent. Number 1. Suppose you finish someone. Instantly walk away and go inside any nearby room. Now wait here until you spot any player around. As soon as you spot one, go with them towards the body. By doing this, no one will suspect you because both of you found the body at the same time. Number 2, we'll use the doors and vents. So here's a player. We'll finish him and quickly close the doors. Now let's vent towards the reactor. Wait for a while and go towards the body along with someone. Again, you won't be a suspect. The free play mode is a great way to practice, where you can roam around the entire map. Also, you can go near this laptop and select to be an imposter to practice venting and sabotages too. Most of you still don't exactly know which camera covers which location. The first one covers this part of the map. The second one covers this. Third, and the fourth. The cooldown timer freezes whenever you use a security camera or the admin map. It also freezes when you're inside a vent. While playing, if you get disconnected from a server, you can join the same server without entering the code. Just click on this arrow. As you can see, we join the same lobby again. Suppose the visual tasks are turned off in a game. You could still verify your crewmate by trying to do the same task which they're doing. If a message pops up saying to wait until your crewmate completes the task, you can confirm that they're not an imposter. If you don't have the same task, check for the taskbar to go up. Whenever someone uses the screen inside the security room, the cameras start blinking with a red light. You can notice it here. Keep an eye on these cameras, as they suggest that you're being monitored by someone. As soon as the crewmate goes away from the screen, the camera stops blinking. So if you're an imposter who's planning to finish someone, wait until the red light stops blinking. This means you're safe. Now, go and surprise your enemy. Just click on this screen once to skip this loading animation and enter into the game faster. You'll save a few seconds and can run away to take your position before others. An imposter can never do any real task. He can just pretend to do the tasks. So here are 3 animation-based tricks to find the imposter. Number 1. If you're doing this task inside the weapons room, notice this fire animation every time you hit a target. So if you find someone doing this task, check for the animation. Real player, imposter. Number 2, this task in Medbay has a unique animation. So if you see someone doing it, you can completely trust him as your crewmate. Number 3, here's one more task below the storage area. Whenever someone does this task, a gate opens up to throw the garbage. So always keep in mind, these tasks can only be done by a genuine player and not by an imposter. Here's a good way to find the imposter. Whenever someone is doing a single task mission, keep an eye on the taskbar. If the bar increases, you can confirm that he's your crewmate. If the bar doesn't increase, you can easily predict that he's the imposter. While you're an imposter, if you find 3 to 4 players standing close to each other doing some task together, take advantage of this situation and finish one of them. Since the area was crowded, they can't clearly predict the imposter. It's not necessary to be very close to an enemy for finishing them. As soon as you come around an enemy, a red line appears around them. Hence, you can finish them from a fair distance. Now let's talk about sabotage. It's a feature only given to the imposter. Using sabotage, you can close the gates of any area within the map by clicking on the cross mark of that area. Also, you can call for some emergency tasks by clicking on one of these. The reactor task requires 2 members to complete it. Also, the O2 task requires 2 members to complete it. Whereas the electrical task requires only 1 member to complete it. If the crewmates fail to complete the emergency task within the given time, the imposter automatically wins the game. Vents are an easy way to escape or stay hidden. I made a vent chart to clearly describe all the vent positions and the possible directions to go from in each vent. Here's a 200 IQ trick you could use. Notice the camera blinking. That suggests someone is in the security. Now go to Medbay and close the gate of the security room. Now use vents and finish your enemy. Here's a good trick to fool people. You can keep names of colors to confuse other players. Now, when someone tries to vote you out, others get confused and vote out the guy whose color is the same as your name. So if you want to make the game really confusing, ask all your friends to change their name to the name of a color. The admin map is a very useful thing. Here's an example. Over here I can see 2 players on my left and 3 towards my right. Now watch carefully. A player from Medbay goes directly into the security, which means he used a vent. Now as you saw, only 1 player is left and the other one has been finished. So I'll quickly run towards the security and see who that is. As soon as you see him, call for an emergency meeting and vote him out. Here's a fun trick. If you believe that someone is 100% not the imposter, stand next to him and align yourself. So when an imposter comes to finish one of you, he'd get a good surprise. Here's one more fun video. If you like these tricks and want a part 2 of the video, make sure to hit the subscribe button. Let's keep a like aim of 100K. Hope you guys do it.